is important because for our democracy.
The polls close at 7 tonight in 14 mid-state counties, including Davidson, with the 7th district seat in Congress going to the winner.
Well, this special election is drawing national attention because it will help determine the balance of power in Washington. Republican Matt Van Epps got the endorsement of President Trump.
That's right. Meanwhile, former Vice President Kamala Harris showed up in town at a rally recently for the Democratic nominee Aftyn Behn. Fox 17 News bringing you live team coverage as we follow the special election tonight.
Well, Karen Aguilar joining us live at a polling location to break down why turnout is so important in this race.
Megan, voters have been trickling in and out of this polling location behind me all day, but at this hour, it's really slowed down. Science professor tells me issues are important to voters, but more so, who actually shows up, given it's a special election.
Tuesday, voters went to the polls to choose between Democrat Aftyn Behn and Republican Matt Van Epps, along with other independent candidates. The high-stakes District 7 special election will determine who fills Mark Green's seat in Congress. Voter Ernesto Schiratti is a naturalized citizen and tells me voting is a privilege.
Every vote counts. Whether some people think, oh, my vote's not going to make any difference. Well, it could.
Early voting numbers showed 84,356 people cast their ballot. Despite the cold, Tennessee's Secretary of State says voter turnout is high.
The cold doesn't scare me, no.
Voter Grace Cho tells me it's important to vote now more than ever to change the tide in Washington.
I think it's very important, especially right now, to exercise my civic duty.
Mark Short is a political science professor at Lipscomb University.
Well, this race is particularly keyed towards turnout, given that it is a special election. When Mark Green resigned, of course, it ignites this process. Amount of time.
He tells me because of the accelerated process, getting people to the polls could be challenging.
You don't have the coattails of having a presidential election. You don't have the sort of built-in calendar in people's minds where they expect an election to take place in 26 and 28 and 30 and things like that. And so this is one where you had to generate the enthusiasm.
Candidates heavily campaigned, spending millions through a variety of ways, including phone calls, mail, and ads. Schwartz tells me the outcome of the election will be an indicator of what's next for midterm elections.
You can still cast your ballot at this hour. Polls close at 7 this evening. You can stay with Fox 17 on air and online to find out which candidate secures the congressional seat. Reporting live in Nashville, Karen Aguilar, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.